to make Anambra shine. With our sweat and blood.
Shelter is a basic necessity. An incremental housing development, a sure sign of social progress. This is Solutionfootprints from Anambra State, the light of the nation, bringing you the phenomenal and remarkable achievements of the Professor Soludo CFR-led administration. Today on the program, we'll bring you another revolution in the series of ongoing revolutions by Professor Soludo. I am Ife Aaron Wokafo. For over 30 years, Anambra State has been without an official government house and governor's lodge. In fact, Anambra is the only state in Nigeria where the governor's lodge is located outside the state capital. On his assumption of office, Professor Soludo set out to break the jinx to ensure that the Anambra State Government House and the Governor's Lodge are located in the capital of Anambra State, Awka. With this feat, the Anambra have dubbed Professor Soludo as not just a revolutionist, but also an undisputed jinx breaker. Our reporter has more.
As a governor who came prepared to change Anambra and the lives of the people of the state, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR, has his eyes on the ball from day one. His housing infrastructural development was a key aspect of the three guiding documents of his administration. These documents are the People's Manifesto, which was written by the governor himself, the Vision 2070 report, and the Transition Committee report, which was equally set up by the governor. With these three working documents, the administration of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo unveiled an audacious and sustainable plans for housing infrastructural development in the state, which has been largely carried out through the Ministry of Housing and the Anambra State Housing Corporation. On the directive of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, the Ministry of Housing has carried out interventions in housing infrastructure in the state. For instance, Anambra State, which was created on August 27, 1991, has no official government house and governor's lodge. Successive administrations have operated in a makeshift government house, which was formerly a construction company site. Also worthy of note is that Anambra is the only state where the governor lives outside the state capital, also in makeshift quarters. This is awfully unbefitting of a state chief executive. This was one of the unacceptable situations met on ground by Governor Chukwuma Soludo on assumption of office in March 2022. For the governor, this was improper for a 21st century Anambra state. Therefore, it was time to do what was deemed proper and reasonable for Ndi Anambra by erecting a befitting government house and governor's lodge that will be domiciled in the capital city of Awka. Consequently, on August 2022, Anambra State Executive Council gave approval for the construction of the permanent government house and governor's lodge to be domiciled within Awka, the capital city.
For the past 32 years, since the creation of the state, it has been a project that governors will come in, look at and run away, decide not to go through. So it's a genius project that is so key to Ndi Anambra. And Mr. Governor, who actually has been thinking through projects, has decided to think through this one and is bringing it into effectual accomplishment. Apart from the major government house, which is for Mr. Governor and his key workers, and the others that are working directly in the governor's office, apart from this category of people, you still have other offices that are embedded. And also you have the deputy governor's office. You also have the secretariat to be manned by the secretary to the state government, his team. That's where majority of the workers that will be working in the government house will be doing their bit on a daily basis. Here you also have a worship center You have various other utility facilities like firehouse for fire servicemen. You have the butchery. You have the works department. You have several buildings marked out for workers in the government house and lodge, in terms of residential buildings. There are many of them. So apart from what we have as the main government house and the lodge, we still have at least 28 other buildings, serving various other purposes. Apart from this, we still have important facilities like the amphitheater that has a capacity of 800 people. That is the first of its kind in Nigeria, if not Africa. We have not had it this good. Every sector is being developed at the same time with very unprecedented speed.
This selfless and patriotic move by Governor Soludo was heavily applauded and appreciated by Anambra. Today, a massive and well-designed government house and governor's lodge are currently being erected within the Awka capital city, where the affairs of the state would be piloted from in a decent and peaceful environment. Also, as at today, to the glory of God, this massive project is about 45% completed and would be delivered before the end of this year, thus making Governor Soludo a jinx breaker. Also worthy of note is that before the advent of Governor Soludo's administration, the Anambra State Legislative Complex in Awka, the state capital, was also deemed unfit for the business of legislation by the state lawmakers. Governor Soludo again rose to the occasion by upgrading and remodeling the complex, which is now 100% completed.
It has a very great impact, positive one, on an average lawmaker here. When you are in a conducive environment, you put in your best. And providing us with a conducive environment will encourage us to put in our best. If this place is not safe, it is not conducive for us, you see lawmakers shine away from their duties. But if you watch, the place is filled to the brim. We've never had it like this, where lawmakers will come out en masse. We are 30 members, and if you watch, 30 of us are present, just to show you that we believe in the vision of Anambra. And because we have a conducive environment, we gather every day, we gather every now and then to make sure that we perform the duty which we were elected to do. And so, that is to show you that the beautification, the upgrade, has a very, very great positive impact on us. And we can assure you that we will not let you down, because to whom much is given, much is expected.
In the judicial arm of government, Governor Soludo also came calling through the Ministry of Housing by renovating and furnishing 4 befitting offices for justices of the Court of Appeal in Awka, which is also now 100% completed. Governor Soludo, not done yet, went further and is currently superintending through the Ministry of Housing over the construction of 17-unit dwellings and ancillary housing facilities for the modernization of commissioners' quarters, reserved for top government officials who are involved in the business of governance. It should, however, be noted that the quarters was largely abandoned and uncared for until Governor Soludo came to modernize it and make it befitting as a residential quarters. Today, the quarters is 60% completed.
At the commissioner's quarters, you notice that before now, a single commissioner occupies a space that is not less than 3,000 square meters. But with Mr. Governor and his way of thinking, he has decided that we use our land the best way. That the best thing to be done was to make sure that duplexes are being put in place for these commissioners. And in each of those places that hitherto a commissioner stays, 3 duplexes are being put in such places. That is, out of every 3,000 square meters of land where a commissioner used to live, 3 numbers of duplexes are in place. 3 different compounds now for 3 commissioners instead of 1. You can see the land economy that Mr. Governor has brought to bear. And when you get there and see what is being done, you will understand that this is the good thinking that has brought good product. And we are very, very happy about that.
Instructively, the popular Dr. Alex Ekwueme Square, situated in the heart of the state capital, Awka, which hosts many government activities and events, was also in a state of dilapidation. For Governor Soludo, this monument, named after one of Nigeria's foremost nationalists and former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Alex Ekwueme, deserves a better aesthetic appeal than the awful state it was in. Today, this popular monument is being remodeled and modernized, and it is 50% completed, with the construction, renovation, and rehabilitation of the covered grandstand at the square, reconstruction, renovation, and rehabilitation of the cenotaph tower, including the recreational garden, landscaping, and iconic water fountain. There is also the relocation of external fence and construction of befitting gates, all going on simultaneously. Happily for Anambra, who are lucky to have a governor that is fair-minded, empathetic, caring, and non-discriminatory, the Soludo housing infrastructural revolution is evenly spread and reaching all the nooks and crannies of the state. For instance, the reconstruction of the School of Health Technology, Obosi, which is 100% completed. In the health sector, Governor Soludo has equally approved the upgrading of the General Hospital in Ekulobia, which is now at 80% stage completion. There is also the upgrade of the General Hospital at Enugu, which is at 85% completion stage, as well as the upgrade of the General Hospital in Umweri, which is also now at 85% completion stage.
If you know this place very well, nobody needs to tell you that there is a lot going on. From when I came here February last year, up until now, enough difference. You can see, just look around. Patients are appreciating what we are putting in and what the government is putting in. And recently, just some weeks ago, we probably had a request from government to list the things we need that will make the work easier for us and equally for patients to enjoy. Like our accident and emergency department that is being put on here, they are requesting that the things we need to stock it and make the work move seamlessly, you understand? The solution, that's what is being called. And you can see for yourself. Even outside the hospital, Ekulobia itself is a work in progress. It's a construction site in progress. Everywhere is being revamped. Kudos to the governor.
The security-based camp at Isuofia is also 80% completed. The modernization of schools is equally not left out, with ongoing work at the Urban Boys Secondary School, Fege, Onisha, while the rehabilitation of Ugbori Mili Primary Schools is also ongoing and now at 80% completion stage. Construction of one 2-story building for offices and one 2-story building for exam halls and science laboratories are at 35% completion stage.
It's the work of the governor of the Anambra State, Solution himself. I call him Solution because he has come to solve our problems. You can see it by yourself. He has restructured everywhere, painted the houses, the school block. You see this place? You know, we just relocated to this place because we are staying at that place. Then the urban boys came and we relocated to this place. In learning, you have to stay where the children will learn very well. Do you understand? It will help us a lot because people do come. When they see the structures being painted, they are coming. We are receiving them. My governor, he will go again. Even if the say is 16 years, he will go again. Soludo Solution.
We are happy for what we are seeing here. At least I'm a partaker of what is happening in Anambra State. I got this job 2 years ago on merit. I didn't know anybody. We went for the first CBT, second one, the third one, and we got it. Even up till now, I'm still happy. If our governor is coming back again, I'm one of those people that will vote for him.
For a man who has traveled around the world, visiting more than 45 countries globally, and who has consulted for some of the best world-class institutions before becoming governor, Governor Soludo understands that the human body needs to unwind through relaxation and leisure. This explains the reason for the award of contract for the construction of Anambra Solution Fund City. Anambra Solution Fund City is a one-stop entertainment project that is an embodiment of all that leisure can take. It aims to provide an exciting and family-friendly entertainment destination for residents and visitors alike to the state. The project has taken off massively and is expected to be completed soon. The construction of the Anambra Solution Fund City will create jobs for the local community as well as boost the state's economy. It will also attract visitors to the state and promote tourism and revenue generation for the government. The fencing of the Safari Park, Agulu Lake Hotel, is already 75% completed. Other ongoing projects under the Soludo-led administration in Anambra State include General Hospital, Anaku, General Hospital, Oromaititi, General Hospital, Enuguotu, and General Hospital, Okpoko.
I really want to appreciate our governor for the good work I've been doing in Oboko, especially for this hospital. Starting from the day they move in here, I was supervising everything they are doing here. It's a very big, so to say, a new life to Oboko people. The man have already given us a new hope. We don't have anything like General Hospital before Oboko here. Only place I know that we have General Hospital is Waka Road. Just because of that, the government decided to give us a very new life, a very portable hospital like General Hospital. It will help people of Oboko, like he said before, and now. In terms of delivering, there will be no payments anymore. And when we have this kind of a thing now, it's a new life to people of Oboko. So I really appreciate our governor. Just next month, making 2 years, no any governor that do anything better than Soludo. So Chale Nwabafo is a very nice man.
Wow! How remarkable! We've seen that Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo is not just a revolutionist, but also an undisputed James breaker. Now, let's spotlight other interesting aspects of this ongoing revolution in housing and infrastructural development for the greater benefit of the Anambra. Watch this.
In Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo's determination to enthrone a livable and prosperous smart megacity for Anambra, the reinvigorated State Housing Corporation immediately swung into action on the assumption of the Soludo-led government. The corporation commenced by auditing all estates in the state in order to have a clear understanding of the situation on ground. The result was eventually used to develop programs that are currently being deployed in the running of the estate under the strict directives of Governor Soludo. The discovery was that, as at the time Governor Soludo assumed office in 2022, the total number of estates across the state were 21, but only 3 estates were actually functional. These estates were built in a haphazard manner without adequate planning in all nooks and crannies of the state. This aspect was also noted in the handover note and the Transition Committee report that was presented to the state government. Today, with the coming of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo and the strategic interventions made in these estates, the total number of functional estates across the state are now 7 in number. For example, the corporation discovered that there were undeveloped plots in Ngozika Phase 2 estate. This has been fully taken over by the corporation and it is receiving serious attention. This also includes revocation notices for undeveloped plots, regularization of title documents in the estate, recovery of parcels of land annexed by allottees without approval, among others. The corporation has also activated allottees to develop abandoned plots, which had led to upsurge in the traffic of development in the estate. More than 200 houses are presently under different stages of construction in the estate.
That is what we are striving for, to be sure that we get to the level where we can say and beat our chest and say, yeah, something is happening in Anambra State. In tandem with the vision of the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, who has been thinking about the livability of people in Anambra and creating houses where people can stay, enjoy, be happy. And you call it a house, that you are living in a house. In other words, what we are trying to do is to create and deliver livable homes for Anambra people. To expand, continue to expand on the scope.
In order to demonstrate commitment to building a more sustainable housing estate, the Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo-led government relaunched and brought back life into the Liberation Estate, which was hitherto moribund. The corporation initiated and awarded contracts for the construction of Lot 1, about 2 kilometers of the internal roads together with drainage in the estate. There is ongoing construction of gates and security house, while a block of 2-bedroom by 12 flats have been completed in the estate.
Then beyond this, allottees here will be mandated to start building, putting up their own building in line with our designs. Apart from the fact that it's called Liberation, it's also an estate where we think the diasporans would like to invest in. Diasporans from Anambra State would like to invest here, and that's why we also call it Diasporan City. It's going to contain a lot of things, several amenities, including playgrounds, even like where we are now here, this particular point. It's going to be a very big park, for the enjoyment of people living in this city. We are going back to Ngozeka this year, and we have started going back to Ngozeka to give Ngozeka a befitting facelift.
For Governor Soludo, who has always asserted that what is fixable must be fixed, has again earned the sobriquet of Mr. Fix-It from the appreciating people of Anambra State. For the Anambra, Governor Soludo has become a leader sent by God to wipe their tears and rekindle hope in them. So, the people's general belief is that indeed, with Governor Soludo in the saddle, Anambra is moving up in the right trajectory to glory of God and to the benefit of mankind.
Yes, the jinx is broken and the promise of a livable and prosperous homeland is fully on course. Follow us on social media at Solution Footprints on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, and on X, former Twitter, at SolutionFP. Support the ongoing massive revolution in housing and infrastructural development in Anambra State by Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR. I am Ifi Aronwo-Okafo. Solution Footprints will be back, same time, next week. I'll see you then.
We'll build a land of progress. Lift the spirit of Anambra. Lift the spirit of Anambra. Lift the spirit of Anambra. States we love.